RuPaul Andre Charles is an American drag queen, actor, model, singer, songwriter, and television personality. Since 2009, he has produced and hosted the reality competition series RuPaul's Drag Race, for which he has received 6 Primetime Emmy Awards, in 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019. RuPaul is considered to be the most commercially successful drag queen in the United States. In 2017, he was included in the annual Time 100 list of the most influential people in the world. In 2019, Fortune noted RuPaul as easily the world's most famous drag queen.
RuPaul was born and raised in San Diego, California, and later moved to Atlanta, Georgia to study performing arts. He settled in New York City, where he became a popular fixture on the nightclub scene. RuPaul achieved international fame as a drag queen with the release of his debut single, Supermodel, which was included on his debut studio album Supermodel of the World. In 1994, he became a spokesperson for MAC Cosmetics, raising money for the MAC AIDS Fund and becoming the first drag queen to land a major cosmetics campaign. That year, he received his own talk show on VH1, The RuPaul Show, which he hosted for over 100 episodes, while co-hosting the morning radio show on WKTU with Michelle Visage. He has had continued success as a recording artist, releasing 14 studio albums to date, including Foxy Lady, Champion, Glamazon, Born Naked, and American.
As an actor, RuPaul has made appearances in films including Crooklyn, The Brady Bunch Movie, To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, But I'm a Cheerleader, Hurricane Bianca, the Comedy Central series Broad City, and the Netflix original programming Girl Boss and Grace and Frankie. He has also published 3 books, Letting It All Hang Out, Working It, RuPaul's Guide to Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Style, and Guru. Additionally, RuPaul's Drag Race has produced 11 seasons to date and has inspired several spin-off series, including RuPaul's Drag U and RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. He is also featured as a host on series such as Skin Wars, Good Work, and Gay for Play game show starring RuPaul. In June 2019, his daytime talk show RuPaul premiered, which was cancelled after a 3-week test run.
RuPaul is indifferent to gender-specific pronouns about him, writing, "You can call me he. You can call me she. You can call me Regis and Kathy Lee, I don't care. Just as long as you call me." RuPaul has also played male roles and makes public appearances in male and female drag.
RuPaul was born in San Diego, California, on November 17, 1960. He was named by his mother, Ernestine Toni Charles, a Louisiana native. The RU came from roux, which is the term for the base of gumbo and other Creole stews and soups. When his parents divorced in 1967, he and his 3 sisters lived with their mother.
At the age of 15, he moved to Atlanta, Georgia, with his sister Renetta to study performing arts. In the ensuing years, RuPaul struggled as a musician and filmmaker during the 1980s, where he worked at Atlanta's famed Plaza Theater. In 1982, he debuted on an Atlanta public access variety show called The American Music Show, in which he made frequent appearances over the years. 59 He also participated in underground cinema, helping create the low-budget film Star Booty, and an album by the same name. In Atlanta, RuPaul often performed at the Celebrity Club, managed by Larry Teague, as a bar dancer or with his band, WePaul. RuPaul also performed as a backup singer to Glenn Meadmore along with drag queen Vaginal Davis. RuPaul's first prominent national exposure came in 1989 dancing as an extra in the video for Love Shack by the B-52s.
In the early 1990s, RuPaul worked the Georgia club scene and was known by his full birth name. Initially participating in gender-bender-style performances, RuPaul performed solo and in collaboration with other bands at several New York City nightclubs, most notably the Pyramid Club. He played opposite New York City drag performer Mona Foote in the one-act science fiction parody My Pet Homo, written and directed by John Michael Johnson for Cooper Square Productions. He appeared for many years at the annual Wigstock Drag Festival and appeared in the documentary Wigstock, the movie. In the 1990s, RuPaul was known in the UK for his appearances on the Channel 4 series Manhattan Cable, a weekly series produced by World of Wonder and presented by American Laurie Pike about New York's wild and wacky public access television system.
In 1993, RuPaul recorded the dance/house album Supermodel of the World. It was released through the rap label Tommy Boy, spawning the dance track hit Supermodel. The music video was an unexpected success on MTV channels, as grunge and gangsta rap were popular at the time. The song peaked at 45 on the Billboard Hot 100. It charted on the UK singles chart, peaking on the top 40 at 39. The song found the most success on the Billboard Hot Dance Music/Club Play chart, where it peaked at 2. Radio airplay, heavy rotation of the music video on MTV and television appearances on popular programs like The Arsenio Hall Show popularized the song.
His next two singles videos, Back to My Roots and A Shade Shady, both went to the top spot on the Billboard Hot Dance Music Club Play chart and furthered his campy persona. Between them, House of Love was released without a video. It failed to place on any US charts, despite rising to 68 on the UK singles chart.
RuPaul was signed to a modeling contract for MAC Cosmetics. Various billboards featured him in full drag, often with the text "I am the MAC girl." He also released his autobiography, Letting It All Hang Out. He promoted the book in part with a 1995 guest appearance on ABC's All My Children, in a storyline that put it on the set of Erica Kane's talk show The Cutting Edge.
The next year he landed a talk show of his own on VH1, called The RuPaul Show, interviewing celebrity guests and musical acts. Diana Ross, Nirvana, Duran Duran, Pat Benatar, Mary J. Blige, Bea Arthur, Dionne Warwick, Cyndi Lauper, Olivia Newton-John, Beanie Man, Pete Burns, Though Wow Wow, and the Backstreet Boys were notable guests. His co-host was Michelle Visage, with whom he also co-hosted on WKTU Radio. On one episode, RuPaul featured guests Kai Laru and Tom Chase speaking about the gay porn industry.
Later in the year he released his second album, Foxy Lady, this time on the L.A.-based Rhino Records label. Despite his growing celebrity, he failed to chart on the Billboard 200. However, the first single Snapshot found success in the dance market and went to number 4 on the Hot Dance Music/Club Play chart. It also enjoyed limited mainstream success, charting at 95 on the Billboard Hot 100, which was his second and only other Hot 100 entry to date. The second single, A Little Bit of Love, only charted at 28 on the Hot Dance Music/Club Play chart. The album featured covers of a 1981 Diana Ross song Work That Body, co-written by Paul Jabara, and If You Were a Woman and I Was a Man, originally recorded by Bonnie Tyler. Because of his strong fan base within the gay community, RuPaul has performed at gay pride events in numerous gay clubs. During this time, RuPaul helped launch the return of WKTU Radio in New York City and would serve as host of the morning show until 1998.
In 1997, he released his third album, a Christmas album entitled Ho Ho Ho. He has had guest appearances in many films, including both Brady Bunch movies, in which he played Jam's female guidance counselor. In 1997, RuPaul teamed with Martha Wash to remake the classic disco anthem, It's Raining Men. The song was included on the 1998 compilation CD RuPaul's Go Go Box Classics, which was a collection of some of his favorite dance songs by other artists. This would be his third and final release through Rhino Records and a major record label. It was during this time that he appeared in WebEx TV commercials and magazine ads. In 2002 he recorded with Brigitte Nielsen, credited as Guitar, the Eurodance track You're No Lady.
In 2004, RuPaul released his fourth album, Red Hot, on his own RuCoinc music label. It received some dance radio and club play, but very little press coverage. On his blog, RuPaul discussed how he felt betrayed by the entertainment industry, particularly the gay press. In one incident, It was noted that Entertainment Weekly refused to review the album, instead asking him to make a comedic contribution to a fashion article. He likened the experience to a black person being invited to a party, but only if they'll serve. Despite his apparent dissatisfaction with the release, Red Hot showed RuPaul returning to the top of the dance charts in the US with the lead-out single Looking Good, Feeling Gorgeous hitting number 2 on the dance chart. The second, Workout, peaked at number 5. The third and final single from the album People Are People, a duet with Tom Trujillo, peaked at number 10. The album itself only charted on the top electronic albums chart, where it hit number 9. When asked about this in an interview, RuPaul said, "Well, betrayed might be the wrong word. Betrayed alludes to an idea that there was some kind of a promise made to me, and there never was. More so, I was disappointed. I don't feel like it was a betrayal. Nobody promises anything in show business, and you understand that from day one. But I don't know what happened. It seemed I couldn't get press on my album unless I was willing to play into the role that the mainstream press has assigned to gay people, which is as servants of straight ideals."
On June 13, 2006, RuPaul released Reworked, his first remix album and fifth album overall. It features reworked versions of songs from his back catalog, as well as new recordings. The only single released from the album is a re-recording of Supermodel, reaching number 21 on the US dance chart. June 20, 2007, saw the release of Star Booty in the United States. The single Call Me Star Booty was digitally released in 2007. The album contains new tracks as well as interludes with dialogue from the movie. The film was released on DVD in October 2007.
In mid-2008, RuPaul began producing RuPaul's Drag Race, a reality television game show which aired on Logo in February 2009. The premise of the program has drag queens compete to be selected by RuPaul and a panel of judges as America's Next Drag Superstar. The first season's winner was Bibi Zahara Benet, and first runner-up Nina Flowers was chosen by fans as Miss Congeniality through voting via the show's official website. In publicity preparation for the new show, RuPaul made appearances as a guest on several other shows in 2008, including as a guest judge on episode 6 of season 5 of Project Runway and as a guest chef on Paula's Party.
In March 2009, RuPaul released the album Champion. The album spawned 4 singles: Cover Girl, Jealous of My Boogie, Devil Made Me Do It and Tranny Chaser. The album peaked at number 12 on the Billboard Dance Electronic Albums as well as 26 on the Billboard Top Heatseekers chart. Logo's second annual New Now Next Awards in 2009 were hosted by RuPaul. There he performed Jealous of My Boogie. In March 2010, RuPaul released his second remix album, Drag Race. The album features remixes of songs from the 2009 album Champion.
In April 2011, coinciding with the finale of Season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, RuPaul released his 6th studio album Glamazon, produced by Revolution, who previously worked with RuPaul on his album Champion. The album charted on Billboard's Dance/Electronic Albums and the Billboard Top Heatseekers charted 11 and 8 respectively. In July 2011, RuPaul released another remix EP entitled Super Glam DQ, which features remixes of tracks from Glamazon, remixes of the Drag You theme song, and a new song, Sexy Drag Queen. Starting in June 2011, the second season of RuPaul's Drag You aired. In late 2011, promotions for Season 4 of Drag Race began. RuPaul made appearances on The Rosie Show and The Chew, and also attended a Drag Race NY premiere party at Patricia Field's store in New York. Season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race premiered on Logo on January 30, 2012, with RuPaul returning as the main host and judge. After Season 4 ended, TV.com declared it was the best reality TV show on television.
In the fall of 2012, the spin-off RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars premiered after a large fan demand. The show featured past contestants of the previous 4 seasons to compete. Season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race premiered on January 28, 2013, with a 90-minute special and RuPaul returning as the main host and judge. On April 30, 2013, RuPaul released a single Lick It Lollipop featuring Lady Bunny, who RuPaul previously collaborated with on Champion. On October 25, 2013, RuPaul reported via Twitter that the new album would be released in January 2014.
In fall of 2013, RuPaul joined forces with cosmetic manufacturers Color Evolution to launch his debut makeup line featuring ultra-rich pigment cosmetics and a beauty collection. Released alongside the line was a unisex perfume entitled Glamazon. Talking to World of Wonder, RuPaul said, "Glamazon is for women and men of all ages and preferences who share one thing in common: they are not afraid to be fierce. For me, glamour should be accessible to all, and I am committed to helping the world look and smell more beautiful." The line was exclusively sold on the Color Evolution website in various gift sets.
RuPaul and Revolution both confirmed through their Twitter and Instagram accounts that they had been working on an upcoming 7th studio album. Born Naked was released on February 24, 2014 to coincide with the premiere of the 6th season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Prior to the premiere, an album of RuPaul cover songs performed by the Season 6 cast was released on January 28, 2014. The covers album is titled RuPaul Presents the Cover Girls and contains RuPaul songs from 2009-2013. To further promote the Drag Race season premiere, RuPaul, representing Logo TV, was chosen to ring the Nasdaq closing bell on February 24, 2014. The week of its release, Born Naked reached number 1 on the iTunes Dance Album chart. The following week it placed at number 4 on the US Billboard Dance chart and 85 on the Billboard 200 chart. In a profile by the New York Times, it was revealed that RuPaul is currently working on a porcelain statuette of his likeness. On April 9, 2014, RuPaul and Michelle Visage released the first episode of their podcast, RuPaul, What's the Tea? With Michelle Visage. In August, he joined the reality competition show Skin Wars acting as a judge.
On March 2, 2015, RuPaul released his 8th studio album, Realness. The release coincided with the premiere of the 7th season of RuPaul's Drag Race. In April, he launched and began hosting a new show, Good Work, a plastic surgery-themed talk show for E! In October, he released his 2nd Christmas album and 9th studio album, Sleigh Bells. The album contains 10 original Christmas-themed songs and features collaborations with Michelle Visage, Sita Garrett, Todd Hall, and Big Freedia Young. The album charted at 21 on the US Billboard Dance chart.
In January 2016, it was announced RuPaul would present a new game show for Logo TV called Gay for Play Game Show starring RuPaul, which premiered on April 11, 2016 after RuPaul's Drag Race. In February 2016, RuPaul announced his 10th album, Butch Queen. It was released in March 2016, just prior to the premiere of the 8th season of RuPaul's Drag Race. A song from the album, You Wear It Well, was featured in the teaser campaigns for the season and was later officially released as the first single on iTunes in February 2016. The album charted at number 3 on the US Billboard Dance chart, marking his highest position on this chart to date. Be Someone featuring American singer Taylor Dayne was released as the album's 2nd and final single. Additionally, Butch Queen, the RuMixes was released.
In July 2016, it was announced that RuPaul was nominated for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Host for a reality competition program. He would go on to win the award at the September Creative Arts Emmy Awards ceremony. 2016 also saw the release of the single Red You Wrote You that features rap parts by the RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2 finalists Roxy Andrews, Kaya Zamolodkikova, Alaska Thunderfuck, and Detox Icon, with production by Ellis Mia.
On January 27, 2017, RuPaul announced that a new album would be released the week after. The album, named Remember Me, Essential, Volume 1, was put up for pre-order on February 2 and eventually released the next day. It is a collection of new songs and remakes of classic RuPaul hits that feature new artists. 2 singles have been released from the album so far, Rocket, which is a new song loosely based on the lyrics and the melody of Hey Booty, which was released on the Star Booty soundtrack in 2007, and an updated version of RuPaul's 1996 hit single Snapshot from the album Fox a Lady. The album failed to chart on the dance albums chart but managed to debut at number 4 on the Billboard Dance Albums Sales chart in the United States. It also charted at number 11 on the UK Dance Albums chart, becoming RuPaul's highest charting album on that chart, after Realness managed to debut and peak at number 13.
On March 24, 2017, RuPaul released his 11th studio album, American. Later that same day, the 9th regular season of RuPaul's Drag Race debuted on basic cable channel VH1, home of RuPaul's talk show in the 1990s. This marked a move from expanded cable channel Logo TV, which aired all previous seasons of the show. The season 9 premiere featured singer Lady Gaga as its guest judge and proved a success, with ratings of nearly 1,000,000 viewers, making it the series' most viewed episode. This figure was double Logo TV's season 8 premiere ratings from the year prior, and triple VH1's usual Friday night viewership in that programming time slot. When the ratings were released, World of Wonder Productions announced they were casting contestants for a 10th season.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.